Hello, everybody. It's snack crate time. I think it's the Netherlands, but I'm not sure. We'll find out as soon as we open it. Um, and I got the add-on box. I hope they're not planning on doing an add-on every month. Almost $50 a month as it is, and then you add on another like 16, I think it was, or maybe it was 19. I don't know. It's getting crazy. Uh, oh, oh, and it's taped. They don't want anybody getting in it, that's for sure. Let's see. I don't know where Neko is. He's not responding to me. So I guess he's still sleeping or whatever. And it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I've gotten tired of waiting. Netherlands. That's right. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Little confused by that one, but okay. So here's our little booklet, as usual. Oh, they have to start mowing now? Really? It's been quiet all morning. As soon as I start recording, they start mowing. Okay, the Netherlands. Netherlands is a country known for its stunning natural beauty, rich historical significance, and thriving cultural scene. Explore the country's borders and be captivated by its gorgeous landscapes, iconic windmills, and delicious cuisine. That's among the best in the world. The basics: population 17.53 million, capital is Amsterdam, area is 16,158 square miles, and they speak Dutch. Um, One of the ladies I like to watch for her junk journal videos, her screen name is Seven Plaza. Her name's Margaret. She's from the Netherlands. She's awesome. Did you know the Netherlands takes its love for bicycles seriously, with more bicycles than residents? In fact, there are over 22 million bicycles in the country, outnumbering its population. Well, I would imagine they have a lot of healthy people if they're all riding bikes because they're getting a lot of air and exercise. Also, the Netherlands is famous for its colorful tulip fields. Every spring, millions of tulips bloom across the Dutch countryside, creating a spectacular sight that attracts visitors from around the globe. Dutch cuisine features a unique array of flavors, from stroopwafel, which is a syrup-filled waffle cookie, to bitterballen, deep-fried meatballs. There's a tasty treat for every palate. The Netherlands is home to the tallest people in the world, with an average height of around 6 foot for men and 5'7" for women. Uh, so I would actually still be considered tall, I guess, because I'm 5'8", but whatever. This may be attributed to factors such as diet, genetics, and healthcare. Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, is renowned for its picturesque canals, earning it the nickname Venice of the North. All right, what's on the menu? This must be the meatballs they were talking about. I'd be surprised if those are in here. Okay, so let's start with what would be in the mini box. I get the biggest one, the ultimate or whatever it is. The mini starts with Lay's paprika flavor. I think we had a paprika flavored one once before, but I don't remember what country. Oh wow, these are bright red. I hope you can see that. They are bright red. Not bad. Oh, I left my drink over there. Excuse me while I get my drink. And I'll turn off that light because that's bugging me. There, that's better. Now we won't have that weird glare in the background. I'm back. I need to move enough stuff so I have space to set my drink down. Yeah, I like those paprika chips. They're not bad at all. What's next? We have another chip. I'm wondering if these are going to be spicy. I guess we'll find out. Thai curry chips. These curry flavored chips are slightly spicy, slightly sweet, and a whole lot of delicious. I've had a couple different kinds of curry, and I'm trying to remember if I've had Thai curry. I think maybe we did. I think we went to a Thai restaurant when I was in New York for a school trip. As in college, not like high school or anything. There's a lot of flavor there, and they are a little bit sweet. Not really getting much heat. Maybe I need to eat more of them. I think that's that, and that's that. Oh, okay, I was looking for something bigger. It's a little tiny thing. I hope I pronounce this at least close. Hopjes coffee? Hopjes? Hopjes? Originating in the 18th century, these hard candies are flavored with coffee and slight hints of caramel. Let's hope that it's not really a slate caramel. I like caramel coffee. And there's a couple of these in here. There's a little bit of coffee flavor. And I guess a little bit of caramel there. It's kind of sweet. We'll take that out for now so that we can carry on with the rest of the video. I kind of like those. It's not a strong coffee flavor, unless it gets stronger as you go. And as somebody who's not a huge coffee drinker, because, I mean, let's face it, those things I buy, those bottled coffees, they're not. They're more like flavoring than coffee. So, I mean, I don't call myself a coffee drinker just because I drink those. Okay, this is... You can see the word there. Peisenberg? I don't know. Gingerbread. Spread some butter on this soft, light gingerbread for a traditional Dutch snack. I like gingerbread. And right now the butter is in the fridge, so it would be darn near impossible to spread. So I finished what I had out in the butter dish. It's a very light color. This darker brown is more like what I think of when I think gingerbread. This is very light. It's not what I think of. It doesn't taste like what I think of gingerbread is tasting like. What is that? Does it say? Does it have anything in English that tells me what's in it? No. I was wondering if maybe it had a lot of like molasses. Because it's sweet, but it's also got a little something else there, which could be molasses. Because molasses, it gives you some sweetness, but it gives you something else. And I think that's what's going on here. But I don't know how to explain it. I'll save some of that for Neko, like when he makes an appearance, if he makes an appearance. Oh. We have a chocolate stroopwafel. The world famous stroopwafel, but in a specially imported coated chocolate flavor you can't find in the States. Enjoy with your morning coffee. And they're saying warm it up on your cup. So they show a picture of it sitting like on your cup, so that the steam from your coffee or tea or whatever probably melts the chocolate and the caramel a little bit, because it says 2 soft toasted chocolate waffles filled with caramel, cinnamon, and real bourbon vanilla. We just won't tell Neko that this exists because it sounds really, really good, and I'm probably going to want to eat the whole thing. It'll be nice and only take a piece off for now. So it's a chocolate waffle. Oh. And there's a lot of caramel in the middle. Oh, I guess it is 2 separate pieces. I thought it was all one with stuff in between them. But there's some caramel in there. Mmm. I'm a fan of chocolate and caramel together, in case you haven't noticed. That's a hide it from the Neko, so we get all of it. Yeah, I'll share if he ever shows up. Okay, so now we're going into what would be the next size up, the original box. Everything we've had so far has been in the mini box. So now we're up to the original box, which contains all the mini stuff, plus this batch we're getting ready to cover. There it is. We have Fanta Mentos. If you wish you could eat soda in the form of chewy candy, these fizzy Fanta flavored Mentos will not disappoint. And it appears we got orange flavor. Come on. Orange is one of the colors of the Netherlands. And I believe it was the House of Orange is like the ruling class or the royalty. Like William of Orange and all that. I'm trying to remember bits and pieces of history. Oh no, it's broken. Oh, these Fanta things are really good. There's a real burst of orange flavor in there. Yeah, I like that. This one didn't survive transit very well. It did get broken. But it's okay. Now it's going to be easier to divide it up. Speculoos Poppen. Enjoy this traditional Dutch almond spice cookie dipped in milk or with a dash of butter. Het is lekker. I don't know what that means. I've heard of speculoos, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a big thing here in the States. Or if it is, I'm missing out on it. It's a crunchy cookie texture, but it kind of leans toward a graham cracker flavor. It's not quite graham cracker, but it's kind of leaning that direction. It's like between this gingerbread and what we would think of as graham cracker. It's something in between. I like it. But then I say that about the majority of the snacks we get in these boxes, so that's a good thing, right? I might have to go get another drink. It feels like it's almost empty. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is, it says Milka Oreo cake in here, but it says cookie on the front of the thing. But it's the same picture. Milka Oreo cake. Voted the best snack in the crate. This one speaks for itself. A next level collaboration between Milka chocolate cake and Oreo cookies. Now I know we have gotten... Okay, so this says on the picture here, Cookie Sensations Oreo filling. And this one, Sensations Cookie Oreo cream. So the packaging's a little different. And I will definitely save one of these for the Neko because he loves Oreos. So I'll save him the whole one and eat the broken one. What? Maybe. If I don't fling it all over the room first. So this is what the broken one looks like. You can see the Oreo cream. That's what the whole one looks like. Yeah, the filling does taste like Oreo cream. And the cookie itself, it's a different texture than Oreo. And it's not as dark a chocolate as Oreo, but it's quite good. We got around Christmas time, I think it was, and I think again, maybe at Easter, some sort of Oreo thing that was made by Milka. And we found it like in the stores here as a regular item. So, or a seasonal item, I should say. Oh, crud, I can't get this back in the pack. I'll set that aside and hopefully I won't knock it off. I'll save that for the Necco. The only problem with that broken piece is it's crumbled all over everything. Okay. Cute! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fruity gummies. Bickaches gummies. This little piggy went to Amsterdam, but that little piggy is going in my mouth. These pig-shaped gummies are the perfect texture of squishiness with a hint of fruity flavor. As I read down here, gums met et fruitsap. So I figured that meant fruity gummy. I heart veggie, so I guess they're made without gelatin. Whatever that says, I think it says they're made without gelatin, so that makes them vegetarian. Vegan. So it can't have gelatin in it if it's vegan. Otherwise, they'd have to say it was made with beef, which is kind of becoming a joke because everything in the Korean crate said beef. Well, maybe not everything, but most of the things. It was getting funny after a while because, and beef. And that's because of like gelatin and stuff being in it, and the lard and what have you that different things are made with. They're so cute, little piggies. Oink, 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 oink. Mm. I'm going to guess that says it's natural flavors. Ooh. This gummy is actually pretty good. They're a soft gummy, which I like. Some gummies are kind of tough. Like, I'm not a big fan of gummy bears anymore. I used to love them as a kid, but now they're so tough to chew. And those are really soft. They're not bad. Okay, this one sounds really good. Apple Coke. If you miss your grandma's apple pie, try this soft apple flavored cake. And don't tell Granny you actually like it better than hers. So it says cake filled with apple. And it kind of looks like an apple pie. I'm excited by this one. It sounds really good. So that's what it looks like. I'll just break a piece off. Mmm. That's nice. I like that. I like that apple filling. So next, we have another hard candy, Cesar's Energy Candy. These energy candies taste similar to a Red Bull and have caffeine and taurine. Pop a few of these tangy hard candies to get a boost of energy before you hit the gym. Um, I'm kind of hoping to go to bed at some point. I don't know. Well, let's see what it tastes like. I've never had a Red Bull. About the time they started becoming popular is when I quit drinking anything carbonated. Because shortly after I had the Necco, I started having gallbladder issues. And we determined it was carbonation that was setting me off. I would get really bad chest pain. I went twice to the ER thinking I was having a heart attack. And the first time they gave me Ativan, which everything kind of stopped, which was great because I could breathe. I couldn't breathe. My chest hurt. It felt tight. I really thought I was having a heart attack. So they gave me an Ativan, which is a little thing they put under your tongue, and it dissolved and everything. I could breathe. And he told me I was having spasms in the larynx. And I said, have you had an anatomy class? The pain is here where the heart is, not here where the larynx is. And so, they write in the notes that I'm obstinate and argumentative. I'm sorry, but that didn't make any sense to me. Larynx, heart, pain. So, whatever. The next time they tried a little harder. And, they drew blood and they did a chest x-ray and they did the urinalysis and all this stuff. And the doctor came back and says, I can't find anything. And I'm like, there's something going on. Because I'm having these attacks. I can't breathe. My chest gets tight. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with your heart? Because all these tests we ran, there was nothing showing that you had a heart attack or anything like that. He said, it could be maybe you're having a panic attack. Because at this point, Neko was only like, the first one I had, he was like 2 weeks old. And the next one we went in for, he was like 3 weeks old. And finally, the next one, I was like, well, they're not going to do anything for me. It's like I'm having these attacks, and they were getting worse and worse and worse to the point where I had to get sick to have any relief at all. And then I couldn't eat anything for 24 hours. No eating, no drinking, nothing. No water, nothing. Because if anything hit my stomach, I was in the bathroom getting sick again. So I was just like, okay, I've had enough of this. And I was telling my mom my symptoms. And she says, it kind of sounds like when your uncle had his gallbladder problem. Because we took him to the ER thinking he was having a heart attack, and they determined it was his gallbladder. So they looked it up online, and I'm like, sure enough, it was like a checklist. Yep, 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 yep. And when I figured out what it was that was triggering it, I knew I could cut out sodas, and I was fine. And I didn't have any more trouble for like 11 years. And then I was teaching at University of Rio Grande. It's Rio, not Rio. And I couldn't lift my arm. Every time I tried to lift my right arm, I'd have this pain shooting through my side. And I'm like, what is going on? So on my way home one day, I stopped at the urgent care and talked to my doctor. I said, I don't know what's going on. Luckily, she could see me. She had an opening. But every time I try to lift my arm, I get this shooting pain. It's really hard. I have trouble getting in and out of my car. Because I was driving a minivan. So, I had to grab on to pull myself up. I couldn't lift my arm. And driving was a pain in the butt. And so she's like, well, okay. And she had this little intern with her, bless her heart. The poor girl, she had no clue. She was looking it up on WebMD to see if she could figure out what my symptoms were, what they could be. And she says, well, it could be your pancreas, or it could be this, that, and the other thing, or it could be your gallbladder. Bingo, we have a winner. I bet it's my gallbladder. I had trouble with my gallbladder before. I figured out what was triggering my gallbladder attacks, stopped doing it, and now here we are. It's probably saying, hey, remember me? And they said, well, okay, let's check it and we can see if that's the thing since you've had issues with it before. That's a likely scenario. They sent me to get an ultrasound, which, I mean, she had to dig the thing into my side. And, oh boy, did it hurt because I still couldn't lift my arm because every time I did, I'd get that shooting pain. And then they called me and they said, yeah, we want you to go talk to the surgeon because you've got gallstones and that's what's causing your problem. So I went and I talked to the surgeon. He says, yeah, you've got stones and gunk. I said, oh, is gunk a technical term? He says, yes, it is. And they scheduled me for surgery. And they were like, how, we can get you in on this date. I said, I can't do it then. Grades are due on the 8th. I can do it after the 8th. I went in, let's see, the 10th, I think, and had my gallbladder taken out. And the next day, my niece was born. So, yeah. Okay, let's try this thing. I've put it off long enough. Long story short, I don't have a gallbladder anymore. And I don't drink pop anymore. Meh. I like the coffee one better. Okay, so now we are up to, is that it for original box? Oh, okay. Now we are at the Premium Snack Club level. Now, Premium Snack Club is, they add a snack and a drink. I don't pay for the drink, so I don't have a drink. But they sent me the snack because I get the ultimate box. This is called Rose Cake. This sponge cake coated in raspberry hard frosting, ooh, raspberry, is softer and dreamier than you'd ever imagine. It's like biting into a pink cloud. Ooh, raspberry. I thought maybe they'd say it was rose. Now, if I would have gotten the drink, it was a cherry soda. Fernandez Cherry Bouquet. Imagine the taste of wild cherry blossoms, but in a sweet and fizzy drink. Pour over ice for a refreshing addition to your snacks. But I didn't get that, so there's what it looks like. Mmm. That frosting is fantastic. Yeah. That. I love raspberries. So the only thing that would make it better is if it would have been chocolate instead of vanilla cake. Because I like raspberry and chocolate together. Yeah, that's good. Could have shoved a couple extra of those in here. Okay, the ultimate upgrade. So now we're to the ultimate box. So we still got a whole bunch of stuff in the box. And we still have the extra add-on. Okay. So for the ultimate upgrade, you get 10 premium snacks, which includes the Premium Snack Club snack. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep. So, I mean, it's worth it. You get like twice as much stuff when you get to the big box. Auto Drop Cadillacs. Sweet and chewy, these iconic Dutch wine gummies are famous for their pink Cadillac shapes. Wine gummies? Okay. I'm a little worried because because I'm not a wine drinker. It says 3 absurd Cadillacs. Yeah, it looks like there's 3 different ones on the package. Let's see what they look like. Did I not make the hole big enough? Okay, there's one. Let me see if I can make this hole a little bigger. My nose, I swear, my sinuses are gone completely bonkers. It's been raining off and on all day. Okay, that's the dark. Is that the same color? Okay, that one's kind of in the middle. I think I found all 3 colors. They're all very similar. Get them all back in the pack. And not being a wine drinker, I don't know if I'm going to like them. Okay, so there's a light, a medium, and a dark. And I don't know how to hold them so that y'all can see them. 3 different colors. Actually, I can see the difference in color better on camera than I can in regular lighting. So this is the lighter one. And these are the harder to chew gummies. More like a gummy bear or a jujube. Yeah, I guess they're kind of wine flavored. I was wondering if they tasted different. I think they taste the same. Okay, and then the dark one. They're okay. I don't know if that's really a wine flavor or if it's just, I don't know. But like I said, I don't really drink wine, so the last time I had wine was 16, 17 years ago, something like that, when I was inducted into the English Honor Society, Sigma Tau Delta. This is a Bros chocolate bar. I don't know if it's Bros or Bros. They might say it different over there. I'm not sure. Hey bro, this aerated chocolate bar is an experience in itself. Feel the chocolate compressed down as you bite into the bubbly center. I think this is going to be similar to, what was it called? An Aero bar in the UK. You can kind of see the texture there. It's got all the little holes where it's been aerated. It gives it a really soft texture. pretty decent chocolate. But the Netherlands is right there next to Belgium and France. It's in chocolate heaven. And Switzerland's not that far. So when you're right there surrounded by all the best chocolates. Okay. Blessing Horeca Bitches? I don't know how to say that. Bijtjes. Bitches? It sounds like I'm saying bitches. I'm trying to pronounce this. I don't know how to say it. Small gingerbread bites founded in Jacob Bussink's Deventer-based bakery in 1593. This Dutch classic contains strong spicy flavors of clove and little pieces of nuts throughout. I generally like things with clove. This is a darker gingerbread than the one we had earlier. I think I like this one a little bit better. I like the texture of the other one. This is a chewier texture. It's a denser cake. But I think the flavor is better. I'll set that over here with the rest of my Oreo cookie thing. And I will munch on it later. There's a couple more of them in the box. So Neko will get his share. Then we have Dorito Bits Sweet Paprika. Spicy and flavorful, this snack is a uniquely shaped version of America's favorite corn chip. You'll eat the whole bag before you know it. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Things like Doritos don't last long in this house. Especially if the Neko gets a hold of Doritos. He loves Doritos. And Takis and any of the flavored corn chip things. Oh, these are so cute. I thought they were going to be bigger. They are so little. They're about the size of a pony bead. If you know about crafty stuff. About the size of a pony bead. Very small. And they're very orange colored. There's the paprika. I never would have thought of paprika as a flavor when I think Netherlands or Dutch. I would never have thought paprika. But this is the second thing we've gotten. It's been paprika flavor. They're pretty good, actually. It goes well with the corn chip flavor. Oh, I think this is going to be a Neko thing. You have a baby Pringle can. These are Pringles Hot and Spicy. Okay. Pringles Hot and Spicy. Like your favorite Pringles, but with a spicy kick. One of the most popular flavors in the Netherlands and not available to buy in the US. Unless you order it from Snap Crate and they send it to you. There's a way to get it. Well, there's a lot of broken ones. Let's see if I can. They're mostly whole. When you can see the spicy on there. There's some spice. And that's more of a Neko thing than me. Now, I will say this, and I say this all the time. Hot and spicy is not a flavor. It's a spice level. I will die on that hill. It is not a flavor, it is a spice level. Because it can be hot and spicy without having any flavor. That's got a little bit of flavor, but it's more about the heat. Okay, these are Benko Muntendrop. The Dutch are the world's highest consumers of licorice, so it's no wonder this unique snack is very popular there. Please do not be the salty ones. Don't like the salty licorice. If it's just regular black licorice, I'm fine. I think it's kind of cool that they look like coins. Okay, no salt listed. Sugar, glucose, syrup, modified starch, gelatin, licorice extract, ammonium chloride, caramelized sugar, vegetable oils, aniseed oil, glazing agent, thyme oil. It tastes different than black licorice I've had before. See, I'm one of the people, I don't mind black licorice. I actually like getting black jelly beans at Easter, and it kind of ticked me off that the black jelly beans have been taken out. I don't want to have to buy a whole bag of black jelly beans when I only want a few. Excuse me. Mm. So I was rather irritated when they took the black jelly beans out. Take the purple ones out. I don't like those. Don't take away the ones I like. These are very, very chewy. We're getting down to the end. I just saw a moth or something fly by. I was like, what was that? Still chewing. Okay. That should have been the last thing, because now everything's going to taste like licorice. This is what I saw at the beginning. I thought, I don't know about this. It sounded weird to me. Cheetos ham and cheese. These Cheetos taste just like a grilled ham and cheese. Enjoy them in place of a sandwich, or if you're feeling adventurous, in your sandwich. I put them in my sandwich. Yeah. Yes, I'm one of those people who will put chips and things in their sandwiches. Why not? Gives it a little bit of crunch and texture. So they just look like regular Cheetos. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. Yay. Oh, wow. They do taste like a ham and cheese sandwich. With licorice. But I can still taste the licorice, too. Yes. Yes on these. These are definite something I would like to have here. Ham and cheese Cheetos. Different, but good. Oh, they're mowing again. Just when I thought they were done. Oh no, I'm out of drink. Okay. Oh, another appearance from Milka. Milka Choco Brownie. Dry, crumbly brownies have no place here. This Milka brownie is soft, chewy, and moist. Everything a brownie should be. Well, let's find out. Now my sinuses are even worse. Yay! So that's what they look like. Looks like a brownie. Did we have these before? In a different box? They taste good. They're a nice texture. But there's also this um tastes like, well, it crunches like sugar. As if it would have had like a sugar coating or something. But there isn't one. And it's like inside, and when you bite into it, it's like you're biting into sugar crystals. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not bad. It's not off-putting. It's just unique. Um, and I remember that from before, and I don't know what box it was in. It might have been the Christmas box where we would possibly have had some Dutch things. Because there was something else in here that this I think it was this one. There was a bunch of different kinds of gingerbread, and this one was very familiar. And that was one of the first things we tried in the box. So I was thinking, that seems familiar. And this seems very familiar. So I wonder if maybe these might have been in the Christmas box. Or it's like, was it 14 items from 7 countries or something? I still have the one drink sitting here because it's carbonated. Okay, last thing. Okay. Osterhause Kennelstock. I know I didn't get that anywhere close to right. This snack might seem odd at first, but wait until it crumbles and melts in your mouth. Or as it says here, melts in your month. Typo. Osterhaus has used this recipe since 1894. Try it with hot apple cider. I'm going to say it's got cinnamon because there's pictures of cinnamon sticks right next to it. And that would make sense with apple cider. I bet this would be good with tea. If it would be good with apple cider, it's probably going to be good with tea. Because I like cinnamon teas. And this looks like a giant cinnamon stick. So that's... Not hard to bite. And that's what it looks like inside. Think cinnamon and brown sugar. You'll be pretty close. Because it kind of melts. It kind of has a texture similar to brown sugar. Maybe less moist, but Like if you got a dried out piece of brown sugar and then you suck on it and it melts in your mouth. That's kind of what's going on here. And it's definitely something that, for me anyway, it's not going to be something you just sit and eat the thing all at once. Because it's super sweet. Super sweet. But, I mean, like I said, it's like sucking on brown sugar with cinnamon. It would be really good with tea. Okay, want to chat? Reach out to our support team with questions about your snack crate or let us know how we can make snack crate better. So that's the end of the actual crate. Now, give me a second. I'll get this stuff put back in the box. I'm going to go ahead and pause here for a minute and go get a drink and get this stuff put away so we can look at the add-on box. My biggest complaint last month when we did the France box and had the add-on is that they didn't put a booklet or anything in there telling you what the stuff was. You just kind of had to hope for the best. There's that. Throw these away while I'm up. Let me go get a drink and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. This should be 5 more snacks. The add-on box. Get rid of that. And here's what we got. So, I don't know where to start. Boiled Nuches, Cas, and mustard smack. Well, there's looks like Swiss cheese. I'm going to guess that mustard is mustard. So cheese and mustard? Is there anything English on here? That might tell me. Made by PepsiCo. Utrecht, Netherlands. Okay, I don't see anything in English to tell me otherwise. So I'm going to guess cheese and mustard. It's the last thing I got that had mustard flavor I didn't care for. I hope these are better. Oh, that's not at all what I thought these were going to look like. Because see here, that reminds me of a combos, and this is like a little pellet. It's a peanut. There's a peanut inside. I do almost get a feeling of Swiss cheese. And there's a little bit of, a tiny bit of heat, but not like overpowering, which might be the mustard. Was not expecting peanuts. But maybe that's what nutritious is. Maybe that's nuts. I don't know. My phone's over there. Red band. Frise Flesches Zur. I'm going to guess Zur is sour. I think these are going to be sour bottles. And I think they're going to be similar to a Sour Patch Kid. Pure guess. If I'm judging by what they look like on the picture. And Zur sounds a little bit like sour. And again, I don't see sour wine gums with fruit flavors. The ingredients tells me what they're supposed to be. Maybe wine's not the flavor. Maybe that's something else in Dutch. Although I don't know why they would call it wine gummies if they're not wine flavored. Because they look like soda bottles, but maybe they're supposed to represent wine bottles. So that's what they look like. Reminds me of a Sour Patch Kid. Only bottle shaped. Not really sour. Or at least that one wasn't. And it does taste similar to the wine gummies we had in the original box. Try a yellow one, see what it's like. I'm not going to dig for flavors. I was expecting something more towards lemon, but it really tastes pretty much the same. So maybe wine's just a generic flavor for fruit. Fruit juice. I don't know. Oh boy. That's advertising right there. Lay's Max. Strong. Perfect with beer. Hot chicken wing flavor. Oh, we've gone from a Nutri-Score of C for the other chips to a D. Max Spice, Max Crunch. I do love some buffalo wings. I'm just not sure about buffalo wing flavored. Oh, it's got a bubble in it. I love the ones with that get bubbles in. I know it's a weird thing. I My favorite chips are the ones that curl over on themselves. I mean, I will when I'm eating a bag of chips, I will set those to the side and eat the curled up ones last because they're my favorites. I want to save them to the end. I know I'm weird, but the ones with the bubbles, those are cool too. They're hot. I don't taste chicken wing. All I'm getting is hot. That's kind of a problem for me. Is they focus so much on getting the heat in there that they forget to put the flavor in there. piece of stuck in my tooth. Okay, not cool. And we have Kit Kat Chunky with Lotus Biscoff. I feel like we've had one of these too. Where did we have a box from recently that might have had this? Don't think it was in the France box. Before that we had what? Turkey, I think? We've had Greece. We've had... I'm trying to remember all the places we've gotten treats from. So it looks like a gigantic, thick Kit Kat. And it's almost 80 degrees here right now. So the chocolate is very melty. Looks like a Kit Kat on the inside too. Better than our Kit Kat. It's a much creamier, richer chocolate. And definitely something that you want to take your time with and enjoy it because it's very sweet. Very, very rich. And last but not least, we have a box of chocolates. It looks like on the chocolates themselves, there's a house and a couple different windmills and some other kind of building. I love the box. The cow and the windmill and the kissing Dutch people. Six servings per container. Serving size, 5 pieces. Rainforest Alliance certified. It's a very nice presentation. So I can do this without dumping them. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one should I try? That looks like dark chocolate with a white image, milk chocolate with a dark image, and then white chocolate with a dark image. Let's try a dark chocolate. Oh, they're all stuck together. Oh no. Well, at least they came apart. There we go. So this one looks like dark chocolate with a white chocolate windmill. Ooh. I think I saved the best for last. It's good. Very, very nice. It's almost 4 o'clock. Goodness gracious. He's still asleep? Okay, I'm only going to try the one because it was really good. And I've had so much other stuff. This was worth it. I'm glad I got the add-on. So as usual, the only thing I didn't get was the drink. But I don't see the point in buying or paying extra for a drink that I'm not going to drink. So to get the drink, I don't remember how much more it is, but it's enough that I'm not going to put the money out for it because the majority of the time it is a carbonated beverage and neither of us drink pop. So if we did, I'd get it, but I drink tea, water, and occasionally juice, my bottled coffee, one a day when I'm working, and maybe fruit punch or lemonade on occasion. Which right now, at least in our area, KFC has the blackberry lemonade back for the summer. Yes, I've been so excited. I had one the other day. Be a week ago Thursday. KFC shorted us something, and I have yet to get back over there because when I get off work, it's too early to go, and when I go to work, it's too late to go. So I haven't been able to go when they're open to get my item replaced. It's a pain in the butt. Anyway, I did get my blackberry lemonade. I was so excited. So when I do finally get back over there, which hopefully if we don't go this evening, which if he doesn't get up soon, we're not going, we can go in the morning and do it. Um, so I think we're gonna stick with Snack Crate a little bit longer. I have been really happy with Snack Crate. They have done a very good job. Um, Universal Yums, however, is on the chopping block. They get 2 more months. They get the May box, and I want the June box because it's England, and I feel like it's going to be full of Cadbury stuff. So I like Cadbury, especially the stuff that actually comes from England. The stuff here in the States, it's made by Hershey, and it's not anywhere near as good. I will say that much. Good, but not as good. So I'm looking forward to June. Universal Yums box is the UK. So they have 2 months to make up for that fiasco of last month. That was just a messy box. And it should never have been sent to me in the condition it was. But it is what it is. Everything was there, I think. Is that the one that I think we were missing something? One of the boxes, I felt like we were missing an item, but it was a duplicate item of something else that was we had already had, but like a different size. So I wasn't that upset other than the fact that I was missing an item. I didn't care that much because it was a duplicate. It's the same thing as one that's in the other section. That might have been Snack Crate. I am so sorry. My nose is just dripping like crazy. Yay, sinuses. And I have notoriously bad sinuses, and I live in an area that is not good for sinuses. So, yeah. They call Ohio Sinus Valley for a reason. Anyway, that's all I've got for right now. If I can ever get Neko in here, we can do the book sale stuff. Some of it's his and some of it's mine, and then there's some other stuff from the Rayco yard sale that we got the following day. Um, we went back and went through the parts that we didn't get to go through the first day when I had more time. um, that was really hard on me because, got off work at 8, got home, got Neko, went to the thing, came home, did the video, went out, grabbed some donuts, came back, ate the donuts, went to sleep for about an hour, got up, went to the book sale, bought the books, got the KFC, came home, ate dinner, went to sleep for about an hour because they called me in early. Could you come in at 10 instead of midnight? I guess. I mean, not sleeping as it is. Wasn't gonna get any extra sleep after them calling me. So I went in and got 2 hours extra work. I mean, that's what, $30, something like that. That's a tank of gas. And by the time they got home Friday and we went straight over to the yard sale and looked around again. By the time I finally had a chance to sit down and try to take a nap, I had been up. Well, in the 48 hours, I had slept about 2. So I was pretty well beat. And Neko and I were sitting here watching TV or watching some YouTube videos, and I fell asleep and he wandered off. And they tried to call me in. It was my weekend off, and they tried to call me in the one night because one of the girls hit a deer on her way into work, and I had just gone to bed. Because I woke up, discovered Neko had wandered off, got up, went to the bathroom, got a drink, that kind of stuff, got back in bed and thought, let me check my messages, see if there's anything. And they were trying to call me in at 11:30 at night, wanted me to come in at 2. And I said, I can't. I just can't. I was exhausted. And I'm like, yo, stop trying to take my weekends away. Bad enough my next weekend off I'm only getting one day because they scheduled me weird. They scheduled me 8 p.m. to midnight on the one day, and then my normal midnight to 8 shift following it. So it's basically an 8 to 8 shift, but they didn't write it as an 8 to 8 shift. And I'm like, but you know, that's my day off. I mean, I'd be going it, sleeping and getting up anyway, but I'm losing 4 hours of sleep. I'm losing a chunk of my time off. But they don't seem to understand that. And I was like, well, wait a minute. What happened till we get a weekend? Not just one day. But, oh well, it's not going to do any good to argue with them about it. If I want a paycheck, I show up. So I'll show up. Won't like it, but I'll be there. They know I hate going in at 8. They know I hate it with a passion. I keep telling them I will stay until noon any day of the week. Don't make me come in at 8. I hate it. And here they are sneaking an 8 o'clock in on me. Not right. And it's bad enough I got to work my birthday. Don't like working on my birthday. But it is what it is. I didn't put in a request, so I gotta work. So we're gonna try to go probably the either the 17th after I get off work or the 18th and go do birthday dinner because poor Neko, he has been waiting since January to go. He's been wanting to go to Red Lobster for his birthday. And we were going to go when my brother was supposed to come down, and that would have been his birthday weekend. And poor Neko lost out because we got a snowstorm. So my brother didn't come down. And every time we lined up for him to come down, something happened he couldn't. Like tornadoes came through and knocked a tree down in his yard. Didn't touch his house or anything. He was safe. It was just the winds. Um, it did tear up one of the hangars at the Air Force Museum. And so that's relatively close to where he lives. And so I was worried, of course. But he was like, no, it didn't hit us. But we did get some wind and it knocked a tree down. So he had to deal with that and couldn't come down. And it was just one thing after another. We just could not line up weekends, coordinate weekends. They were putting a new inventory system in at work. He had to be there to help with that. And so he couldn't come down. The weekend he was available, I had to work. No point in him coming down if I'm not available. Just thing after thing. And finally he came down in April. And we ended up not making it to Red Lobster. So William is still waiting. And I said, well, maybe we can go for my birthday and we'll do both birthdays together. So now he's chomping at the bit. He wants to go so bad. He can't stand it. We were going to go this past weekend, but after all that craziness with the book sales and stuff, and I was just exhausted. I was like, I can't function. Let's aim for my next weekend off, which is the 18th. So it's always something. Always something. Anyway, enough whining about work and stuff. It's actually a decent job. I mean, I get paid decent money, so I mean, of course, other places get paid more, but we're a small town community, not a lot of money, so based on our location, I get paid a pretty good salary. Well, not salary, but pretty good wage. Um, and if I do a 60-hour training course in August when I hit my 2 years, I get longevity, which gives me an extra hour, or extra dollar per hour, possibly more, but definitely a dollar per hour raise. I'm like, well, yeah, I can sit here and do 60 hours of computer stuff. If I would have started it when I was first told about it, it would have been like 3 hours a week, or something like that. Now it's going to be more like 5 hours a week, if but I just got to sit down and do it. So August, May, June, July, and into August, I got 4 months. So that's what, 15 hours a month? That's not bad at all. If I would just sit down and do it, I'm not allowed to do it while I'm at work because it's double dipping. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't know that it timestamps when we watch the videos, but just in case, I'll do it when I'm off. And that's going to be tedious because we just did our yearly training. I had to do, I don't remember how, 10 hours, I think. And I mean, it's good information, but it's dry. So at least I can break it up and do chunk by chunk and say, okay, I'll watch this module this week, I'll watch this module next week, and go that way. But if it's worth at least $1 an hour, so yeah, let's go for it. Okay, well, let me get off of here. I mean, we're all coming up on an hour and a half, and at least 20 minutes of that is just me yapping about nothing. Um, so as far as the stuff in the boxes, pretty much liked all of it. Less excited about the hot and spicy Pringles, which is sad because I love Pringles, but they were hot just to be hot. And the hot chicken wing ones, I didn't taste chicken wing. All I tasted or sensed was hot. I didn't really taste anything other than feel heat in my mouth. And like I keep saying, spicy is not a flavor, or hot and spicy is not a flavor. It's a spice level. So flaming hot is not a flavor. It's a spice level. People argue with me about that, but no, I mean, hot is not a flavor. You know, what does hot taste like? Nothing. Anyway, I will argue that until the cows come home. And once upon a time we had cows. But I was little kid then. We had Speckles and Junior, and there were some other cows, but Speckles and Junior are the ones I remember. There were a couple Holsteins. Speckles was the mama, and Junior was her baby. And I must have been maybe 3 or 4. I was little. So we're looking at almost 50 years ago. um, we didn't have cows very long when I was little. My mom used to tell stories about when she was pregnant with me, and my dad would get in his truck and go down the road. The cows would get out. She'd go out with her broom, heavily pregnant, and try to, chase them back in. As soon as they saw his truck coming, they'd all go right back in the pen. We had some ornery cows, apparently. I remember having chickens and ducks and geese. We had a goose named Mr. Hiss that would hiss at you and then chase you. And if he got to you, he would bite you. I guess you could call it you got goosed. Haha. Because yeah, he would bite you on the butt if he could get you. We're always getting bruises from that dang goose. But we also had a couple Canada geese that would come in the wintertime, and it was like a nesting pair, I guess. Um, we could name them Gertrude and William. What's up with the name William in my family? There's Williams way, way back, as in William the Conqueror. um, my dad, my son. We got a lot of Williams in the family, and then we also have a lot of Jameses, which my brother's James, my dad's dad was James, my uncle was James. Well, I called him Uncle Jim. So my dad's dad, and then Uncle Jim was a junior, and then my brother was named after Uncle Jim and Uncle Paul. Um, I was named after Grandma Amy, or great Grandma Amy, and middle name came from my grandma, Amy's daughter. And my brother, the whole time my mom was pregnant, she was convinced it was a girl. Rebecca Jean came out James Paul. Surprise! Not at all. She thought she was going to have this great big baby. And it was going to be a girl. All pregnancy. It's going to be this great big baby, and it's going to be a girl. I was 9.5 pounds, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to have a big baby." And mom was like, "Oh my God." She thought 9.5 pounds was a pretty good size. And she was thinking, what am I going to have? Like a 13-pounder or something? Because my cousin's wife had Sarah, Rachel, Megan, Heather. Is there a fifth one? 4 or 5 daughters, and they were all like 13, 14-pound babies. So mom knew that, that was possible. And no, it was like a 7-pound, 5-ounce little boy. So her 13-pound girl was a 7-pound boy. And the funny thing is, Neko was the same size as my brother. He was 7 pounds, 5 ounces. So that was kind of interesting. And my poor brother had these claw marks in his hand because he sat next to me while I was in labor. God only knows what my husband was off doing at the time. And, when it would get bad, I just kind of. And my nails were shorter than they are now. He had claw marks in his hands. I'm surprised they ever went away, that I grip them too hard. But I was also in labor for 32.5 hours. Poor thing didn't want to come out. And the stupid doctor wouldn't listen to me until he came in the next day and was like, "We decided we're going to do a C-section. You were trying to tell me that yesterday, weren't you?" I'm like, "Yes, and if you would have listened to me, I wouldn't have been in pain for the last 13 hours. Because I was in transition for 13 hours. And if you've ever had a baby and have been in labor and you have experienced transition, you know how horrible it is. I thought I was dying. It hurt so bad. And it's like the contractions never stopped. One contraction would barely start to ease up, and another one would come just right on top of it, and it was just never ending. And they had me on so many drugs, I don't even remember giving birth. They took me into the C-section. I don't remember any of it. Apparently, after William was born, they took a picture of me giving him a kiss on the cheek. I don't remember doing that. The only way I know it happened is there's a picture of it. So yeah. Crazy stuff. Anyway, it's been another almost 10 minutes. since I said I was going to stop and I went off on more tangents. So those of you who want to get to know me, there you go. You get to know more. I talk way too much. Um, so let's see, where are we? Did I do my spiel yet? I don't think I did. Did I? If I did, I'll do it again. Remember to do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we will see you in the next video, which is most likely, hopefully, going to be the library haul and whatever other stuff we picked up from the yard sale. Um, trying to think, is there anything else? We do have some stuff we could do a taste test video, possibly. Maybe we'll do that for dinner. I was trying to decide what to make for dinner anyway, so maybe we'll do that. So I know we've got a pizza and we've got some instant noodles. I've got the noodles from the Korean box that we can try cooked. A couple different kinds of chocolate bars, some ice cream. We got enough stuff. We could have a whole feast. Mukbang. And then we can just chat some more. Uh, a lot of people have said that they like that it's chatty, but then on other people's channels they don't like the chatty stuff. So I'm like, it's the same people. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh, and good news, we're over 200 subscribers. Woo! Finally made it. Next goal, I guess, will be 250. That sounds reasonable. We can do that by the end of the year, right? Especially when I have people like Wildcat Nation and Cherryberry shouting me out. Thank you very much. Um, are we there yet? I haven't seen her posting anything lately, so I need to find out what's going on there. But I know she did a shout out for me a while back, and I got a big jump in numbers then. So, thank you to everybody who's been supportive of the channel and has shouted me out. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited that we've grown so much. In the last year, we've grown more than double. I was at like 70 or 80, I think, and then it just started taking off. So that's really nice. I mean, yeah, other people grow faster, but I'm fine with growing slow. I get to interact with with you all more this way. So yeah, if you like taste tests and food related, go to Wildcat Nation. Um, I saw that Sherry Berry does like um she had some Temu hauls, she did some stuff with nails, which she had really neat nails in the one video. I didn't get a chance to comment because I wasn't at a point where I at a place where I could. Um, but she had really, really awesome fingernails in the one video. So I was excited to see that. Because my nails always look like crap. And doing the job I do, artificial nails aren't going to cut it. So I do what I can. Um, who else can I shout out? Um, I talk about Seven Plaza all the time. And I already mentioned her in the video. She's the one from the Netherlands. She does junk journal and paper craft. I just adore her. Um, she has no idea I exist, but that's fine. I really like her videos. She's one of my favorites. So yeah, there's lots of stuff out there. What are you interested? I probably can point you in the right direction to somebody. If you want video games with a lot of profanity, Neko. Neko Fluttershy. He does a lot of gaming content and has a tendency to do creative swearing. I don't know. But hey, he's over 21. He can say what he wants. And I just try to say, can you tone it down when we're out in public? Anyway, we'll see in the next one. I need to do something else other than eat and sit in front of the camera. I got other things to do. I probably ought to do some more laundry. The only thing that's a problem with that new washing machine I've got is it doesn't fold and put the stuff away. It does a great job washing. I have two different things now that I have put in that I thought, oh, this stuff's never, the stains are never going to come out, and they've come out beautiful. There was a towel I threw in. I threw it in with a bath mat, and this towel is the one I had had sitting like around the base of the toilet when it was leaking, and it had rust stains on it. The rust stains came out. I was shocked. And then I threw in a white polo shirt that had some nasty something on it. I have no idea what it even was. It looked like mud or something. And it was like ground in. Came out perfectly clean. I threw it in with the load I was washing, just a regular Tide Pod. Thing came out beautiful. I ended up throwing it away because a mouse had chewed a hole through it, which I couldn't see under all the grime that was on it. I don't know how it got so filthy, but unfortunately, it came out beautifully, except for the mouse chewing. Stupid mice. I really have an issue with the mice. Anyway, um, I'll probably just run a quick load of laundry and it'll be time to figure out what to do for dinner. Maybe we'll finally get around to doing that taste test video that we've been trying to do for a while now. At least part of it. Goodness gracious, we've got enough sweets and stuff to last a while. I still haven't gone through all the other. I still have a whole bunch of the Korean stuff left. I still have stuff from Turkey. I still have stuff from France. And I have some Japanese stuff. When am I going to eat all these snacks? At least they're lasting a while. Anyway, I keep saying I'm going to leave and then I start talking again. Does she ever shut up? No. Actually, I'm a fairly quiet person most of the time. But when you get me going, I just keep going. Anyway, it's called the Trumbo Mouth, and I have a connection to Hollywood. Screenwriter Dalton Trumbo. I'm related. He's some kind of cousin. I don't know. Same tree, different branch. But he's an Academy award-winning screenwriter. Wrote, just films nobody's ever heard of, like Spartacus and Roman Holiday, which he won the Oscar for. And he wrote a book called Johnny Got His Gun, or Johnny Get Your Gun. Johnny Got His Gun. It was really, really good. And I read it before I knew I was related to him. So I formed that opinion before I knew there's a connection. It was really, really good. I think it's called Johnny Got His Gun. So I'm also related to the Wright brothers and King James of England. And we can go on and on and on. We have an extensive family history that a relative did, and we're related to the Wright brothers by way of Colonel Patterson, who started NCR. I mean, if you know anything about the Dayton area, New Carlisle, Springfield, Urbana, Ohio in general, down into Kentucky a little bit, um, some of these names might ring a bell, but I don't expect you to know a lot of them. But by way of Colonel Patterson, we are related to the Wright brothers, and because Kitty Patterson was either the sister of one of the Wright brothers and married into the Patterson family, or she was a Patterson and married into the Wright family. All I know is her name was Kitty Patterson at some point in time. So that's how we're related there. See, bunch more information you weren't expecting. I won't shut up. I'm really going this time. I swear. I promise. I am leaving now. So we'll see you in the next video, which is either going to be probably book sale related or food related. Or maybe both. Maybe we'll eat while we show you books. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if we could do a live stream. Would y'all be interested in a possible live stream at some point? I don't know. Anyway, we'll do something. We'll see you then. Bye bye.